Episode 364. The EU bans AI-generated visuals in official communications.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
The European Commission, the European Parliament and the Council of the European Union have all instructed their communications teams not to use fully AI-generated images or videos in official communications. It has been applied as a ban inside the three institutions' press and communications services. Hello, and you're very welcome back to AI6. I'm Joanne Sweeney, helping you make sense of AI in just 6 minutes a day. Politico reported that the EU institutions had adopted new internal rules on visual content in official communications. According to a Commission spokesperson quoted in that article, any footage and photos made available to journalists or used for official purposes by these institutions will not include AI-generated content. The word used to justify the move was authenticity, with the priority described as strengthening citizens' trust. The ban targets fully synthetic visuals, images and videos that are generated from scratch by AI models and systems. The report indicates that AI tools can still be used to enhance existing authentic visuals, for example, to improve quality or adjust lighting, but that communication services should not publish visuals that an AI created out of nothing or out of a prompt. In other words, enhancement of real content remains in, fully AI-generated visuals are out across the three institutions. One important detail, everything we know so far is about images and videos. The report does not say that AI-generated text is covered by this policy, so for now this is a decision about visual content only. Under the EU's AI Act, the general rule for AI-generated or AI-manipulated media is transparency. We should label it, watermark it, and make sure people know what they are looking at. The law does not require organisations to ban synthetic media outright, it just requires disclosure. By contrast, the Commission, Parliament and Council are choosing a stricter internal standard for themselves. Instead of relying on labels and watermarks, they are saying that in their own official outputs, AI-generated visuals are simply off the table. In a world where deepfakes can fabricate speeches, distort events and manufacture outrage, they have decided that even clearly labelled AI imagery could still undermine confidence in institutional messaging. This sets a sharp contrast with the United States. Very often, the office of the president will share AI-generated images and videos. Not everyone agrees with the EU's choice. Some researchers and industry voices argue that it is a missed leadership opportunity. Their view is that the institutions could have used their communications output to demonstrate what responsible, clearly labelled AI media looks like in practice, applying the AI Act's transparency rules to their own work instead of banning synthetic visuals altogether. Others warn that in a fast-moving crisis, the ability to generate visual content quickly can be critical, and a blanket ban may reduce flexibility when time is tight. If you work in communications, you already know that the hardest part of AI image policy is not the extreme cases, it's the grey zone. When does colour correction become alteration? When does enhancement tip into fabrication? Modern editing suites are full of AI-powered features, and the line between touching up a photo and effectively generating a new one gets blurred every month. But the EU institutions have a very clear, bright line. Fully synthetic visuals cannot be used, but you can use AI to assist with enhancement. So this is an interesting move by the EU institutions, and it might be a reminder to my listeners and those working in marketing and comms that you should have a policy on AI visual content. And if you want to listen back to episode 279, I actually give you a practical framework for when to use AI-generated images and when you should not. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organisation. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.